Om Shanti. Greetings of peace to everybody. Today, again, we are joining for this special session with Didi. Right? So, the theme of today's sharing and question and answer is on time to caution the self and move forward. So, Didi, maybe you can start sharing on this theme before we start the question session.
Om Shanti. Our destination is very high. We want to become deity. And in order to become deity, the path is very slippery. Maya can attack any time. And in the end, Baba has told us that there will be chaotic situation, elements, 5 elements, evil spirits, and our own evil sanskar will surface. And we have to be ready anytime. Because Baba says what will be the last exam, but he doesn't say when it will be. So we have to be ever ready and cautious. Maya is very powerful. Just as Baba is almighty, Maya is also almighty and is always waiting to see when we are not cautious and attacks us anytime. So we have to be watching ourselves and watching Maya, because Maya also comes in a subtle form. And we cannot see Maya, especially the one who is attacked by Maya cannot see oneself. But we have to be cautious. So now, Lakshmi, you can ask the questions.
Om Shanti Didi, Sister Lakshmi is not available. So I will ask a question slowly. So the first question is, in a time of information overload, means a lot of information coming in nowadays, we need to make the intellect quiet. Do we have to go beyond thoughts to do this? What is the most effective way to ensure my intellect is not influenced?
Om Shanti. To make the intellect quiet, we need to go beyond thoughts to ensure that intellect is not influenced. We have to be observer and detached. Om Shanti. Next question.
With the popularity of social media, BKs also seek friendship with other BKs. How can BKs be true friends with one another? When do we need to be cautious?
Om Shanti. When we forge friendship with other beings, we have to be cautious not to talk about individuals or Maya. Only have discussion of Gyan points or share yoga experience with each other and inspire each other. Because Baba said, don't gossip. So we have to be careful about the company. Those who are gossiping, we should not listen to them, nor we should start gossiping. Om Shanti.
Okay, the third question, Didi.
Yeah.
BKs have become very clever in the knowledge of yoga, but they are not having easy natural yoga even after so many years. What is missing in our inculcation?
Om Shanti. Reason for not having easy natural yoga even after many years is no deep love for Bap Dada or not having all relationship with Bap Dada, attachment to bodily beings, whether it's alokik or alokik, or material things are the main cause of not having easy natural yoga. Om Shanti.
Okay, Didi, the next question. Although many karmic accounts are being settled, sometimes we end up creating more negative karma because of our old sanskaras. What attitude or practice will help us to settle accounts quickly and not create more accounts before the end?
Sanskars leads to karma. So soul consciousness and pure sanskars will help us not to create more vikarma. And to burn old sanskars, we need seed stage. So we have to be careful. Baba says, be trikaldarshi before even doing anything. Check your thoughts and words before you perform any karma. Om Shanti. Next.
Okay, Didi. We are now doing a lot of mansa seva for others and nature, etc. But during the last moments of our life, how can we use the power of our mind for our own personal progress and safety? What main practice should I be doing from now on?
Om Shanti. For one's personal progress and safety, at the end, we should have total control over our mind. And in a second, should be able to give full stop to our thoughts and be in Baba's remembrance. Om Shanti.
The
Next
next
one.
question is, in a
Yeah.
gathering, each one makes their own effort. Yet Baba has said, make such effort that your own weaknesses will finish and also the gathering's weaknesses will be removed. Why should I be responsible for finishing the weaknesses of others? Also, in the current times, how can I help others to remove their weaknesses?
Baba has given us the responsibility of bringing world transformation by being world benefactors. So first we have to overcome our weaknesses, and through yoga become master almighty authority, so that we can help others to remove the weaknesses, because everybody has to be transformed to make the world heaven. Om Shanti. The next one.
Baba says that each of us has our perfect form in the subtle region. How can I learn to see the angelic form of others? And when I am very familiar with the negative habits and see them influenced by their old sanskaras every day.
Om Shanti. To see our own angelic form, I need to use the divine eye. Why should I have aim to see the other's angelic form? Everybody will not reach angelic stage, because even if they are taking jnana, they may not reach their final Bab Saman stage. There will be in the end also Sato Pradhan, Sato, Rajo, Tamo souls amongst Brahman. And as I said, not everybody will reach their Sato Pradhan angelic stage. Om Shanti, next one.
Maya is very powerful nowadays. Sometimes her force is so strong that we get anxious and disheartened. What does Didi feel is the Maya's most troubling BKs at present? And how can we be knowledgeable and become free from this?
Om Shanti. I think the present form of Maya is ego or lack of self-esteem. One has to be introspective and honest to realize one's weakness. We have to imbibe humility in order to overcome ego, rather than thinking our speciality as my speciality. I should think it that this is what Baba is giving me. And increase our self-respect. Baba is giving us many titles. One of the sisters, she had taken out 365 self-esteem points. So we have to do is when Baba gives any title in the Murli, not think that this is the title of Didi, Dadi or somebody else. No, this is title for me. Baba is giving Murli to me. So in that way, we will increase our self-esteem and overcome ego. Om Shanti. Next one.
Baba says that we should claim the 3 certificates of contentment. What can I do practically to increase the power of contentment in myself? And how can I help to create contentment within the BK family at the present time?
Om Shanti. To increase power of contentment, I should have powerful yoga to overcome my weaknesses so that I have all virtues and I become Bapsama. To create contentment in the family, I should give them happiness, cooperation, love, and respect. So I can get 2 certificates, and when I that's 2 certificate, Baba will automatically give me 3rd certificate of his contentment. Next.
Before I ask the next question, just want to remind the audience that you can type in the chat box to the host if you have any questions for Didi. Okay. Now the next question is, as times change, many BKs feel we should not be so rigid in following Maryadas or Shrimat, as we need to keep a balance when living and working with Lokik people. What are Didi's feelings about this with regard to cautioning the self? Which Maryadas or Shrimat should we never compromise to ensure we progress spiritually?
Om Shanti. We should never be slack in following Maryadas, especially celibacy in thoughts, words, actions, which means we should not be attracted by anyone. We should not be familiar with anyone. We should not be impressed by anyone, not only physically, but mentally and subtle form also we should be following Maryadas. Second thing is pure and sato pradhan food, cooked by BKs only and not feeding any non-veg to family or pets, because nowadays many Western people have their pets which are used to have non-vegetarian food. So in Canberra, I know the sisters, they had dog as their pet, and they trained dog to eat vegetarian food. Same thing in Philippines. Recently only, one of the sisters started feeding the pet with vegetarian food. So we have to see that we don't handle meat. Om Shanti, next one.
Baba has said in the Murli that in the end times there will be the attack of the 5 elements, 5 vices, evil spirits, old sanskaras, and waste thoughts. What main caution should we have so that we remain safe? Can this caution apply to all the various attacks Baba mentioned, or should we pay attention to different things?
Om Shanti. No need to pay attention to different things, but to remain safe, we should, through yoga power, become Master Almighty so that we remain unshakable. Maya will say goodbye from distance if we are powerful. Next.
What signals from our ancestor souls will help me to move forward in the present time? Can Didi elaborate on the signals from Dadi Prakashmani or Dadi Janki and Dadi Gulza? And also, what signals should we learn to pick up from Didi yourself so that we can caution ourselves and move forward?
Adi Prakashmani used to say Brahmins should never cry. And nowadays also Baba is saying you should remain ever happy. So never cry. And Dadi said in her life, she has never spoken lies. She always spoke truth. Dadi Janki, she used to say, never be afraid of anything. Remain under canopy of Baba. And always remain enthusiastic for seva. I remember once Dadi had 104-degree temperature at night, and she was supposed to go on a Punjab tour next morning. Doctors said no, she should not go. But Dadi decided she will go. So she had so much control of mind over body that next day she was able to fly and finished her commitment, did Punjab Seva. And she always used to say, when she was 60, she used to say, I'm 16. When she was 70, she said, I'm 17. When she was 80, she said, I'm 18. When she was 90, she said she is 19. So she always used to think herself young and not old. Dadi Gulzar used to speak very less, but be always in Bap Dada's remembrance. And so her drishti was very powerful. I remember once in Australia, after she gave lecture, some of the audience came to me and said, she is so beautiful. So he was seeing the beauty of her personality. And I should, from my, you should pick up the virtue of being observer and detached and not to be judgmental, because variety of souls are there with variety sanskars. Even in Brahman family, there are Sato Pradhan, Sato, Rajo, Tamo souls. And have good wishes and pure feeling for them so that I am able to uplift other souls. Om Shanti. So your question from chat box.
Yeah, okay. The first question from chat box is someone was asking about when it is said about all relationships, why is it to have it with Bab Dada? Why not just Shiv Baba?
In fact, it should be Shiv Baba. But some people are used to have corporeal image in front of them. Because in bhakti, we used to all the time having deities in front of us. So those who need corporeal image, they can have Bapdada. Otherwise, those who are used to incorporeal, they can have all relationship with incorporeal. Om Shanti.
Okay, Didi, this is a question maybe from New Kumar. He is asking that whether destruction will happen soon, and is it okay for him to remain without getting married?
Is it possible to remain without being married?
Yeah. He's asking whether the destruction will happen within 1 year, or can I remain without marrying?
In fact, one should not get married. Whether destruction is in 1 year or 10 years, we don't know when will be destruction. But celibacy is must, and it is very difficult to remain celibate after getting married. So it's up to the individual to decide what to do. Because I remember Baba used to say that destruction will be in 10 years. from 66. So people thought in 76 there will be destruction. But 76 destruction didn't happen. So many Kumars especially got married. And I know most of them could not remain celibate. So it's up to individual to decide what to do. Next.
Baba said in the recent Murlis that Kumaris need to be cautious with kichak. So the question is, what are the forms of kichak and how Kumaris should discern this?
Kichak was the one who was very sexy and was attracted to Draupadi. That's the story. And Baba says nowadays all Agyanis are Kichak or Duryodhan. They don't have pure drishti towards sisters and they harass them. So those who harass Kumaris or women are Kichaks.
Okay, the next question, Didi. If there is some challenges with medication to wake up for Amrit Vela and Murli, but there is enthusiasm to do so, should I continue to being conquerors of sleep, finding some yuktis like by sleeping earlier? What is Didi's suggestion on this situation?
It is really essential to have Amrit Vela and Murli. You may get up before 4. You may lie down after 4:45. But you must listen or read Murli at the right time. So we have to conquer sleep and be enthusiastic to have Amrit Vela and Murli.
The next question is what is the connection between familiarity and lust or desires and lust? Does familiarity lead to lust or vice versa?
Yeah. Familiarity is the subtle form of lust. You are familiar means you are talking about your every story of life to someone particularly. So it's more than friendship and it's knowing each other so well, their life story so well that possibility they may indulge in lust. So there is deep connection between familiarity, attraction, desire with lust. Because desires can be among greed also, it can be desire in lust also. desire to be friendly with somebody, desire to talk to somebody, desire to be with somebody, particularly, is a form of lust. Om Shanti. Next one.
Next question. Does the karma we do to others get returned to us by the same person? Or can the karma be returned through others or life circumstances, example like illness?
Naturally, whoever we have done karma with, whether thoughts, words, action, we will get return from them only. So that same person, whether in this life or it may be next life, but it will be the same person.
Okay, the next question for Didi is, Didi, can you explain Baba's teachings on reproduction, non-sexual reproduction in the future?
Baba hasn't explained how. He has said this will happen. So in Satyug, you will see how it happens. Not now, you won't know.
Okay. Didi, someone saw you yesterday night in their dreams. So the question is, what does it mean if we see Didi or daddies in our dream?
Whatever you have subconscious thought, you can see in the dream. So if you have any thought about anyone, Didi, Dadi, whoever it is, then you can see the dream. There's not much significance apart from Baba says serviceable souls will think about service even in dream. They will see giving talk to somebody or a large gathering. So those who are jnani souls will have jnani dreams. Those who are Lokik souls will have Lokik desire and see it in the dream.
The next question is, this one Didi need to clarify. So Baba has said at the end, the Indian government will hand over the country to Baba's children, So what is it all about, Didi? Will it happen soon?
Of course, when Baba is told, it will happen. And as it is in Bharat, nowadays we have President Murmu, who has already taken Gyan and is every day listening to Morley, having meditation, etc. So it's so easy for Indian government to give power to her and some other Brahmins.
The next question, Didi. Someone was away from Gyan for more than 33 years because of temptation of Kali Yuga. Now they are back to Baba, but they are feeling guilty that they were away for so long and there is no enough time. So when he can see that the Russian-Ukraine war might be leading to World War III, he's asking question whether it will be too late for him.
Never too late. So after 33 years, if he had to Baba, he or she, whoever it is, should not feel guilty and waste more time. Just thank Baba that Baba has brought you back to him. So there are few souls who are coming back after few years of holiday.
The next question is, according to Didi, how long will it take for the destruction to happen?
Baba says you should ask yourself question, when will you be perfect deity? Once we become perfect deity, Baba is waiting. Nature is waiting for us to be ready to go to Param Dham and then to heaven. So it's up to us to make time. Baba says, you are clock. You have to show the time. So he doesn't give us the time. What I think it will not be more than 5 years. We have to be ready.
The next
Om
question
Shanti.
will be, many souls are sending emails to you. If Didi isn't replying some emails, does it mean that that email is insignificant, or just that Didi may be missed, or you may miss to read the email, or overwhelmed with other tasks, etc.?
I usually reply immediately, but when I'm not sure what to reply, I may take time, and sometimes I forget. So you have to remind myself.
Okay, I think this is the last question from the chat box.
Yeah.
If one is seeing scenes of destruction in dreams, just like Brahma Baba has visions, what signal is this telling to the soul? Is this a form of caution in terms of spiritual effort?
Yeah. I think seeing destruction is showing that we have to be cautious and be ready for destruction.
That is the end of the questions, Didi. Do you have anything else you want to add on?
No, I think we had enough questions and enough to be cautious, guidance. So I think we can have 5 minutes meditation and then finish.
Okay, Didi. Thank you,
Have,
Didi.
have some music for 5 minutes.
Okay, Didi. Thank you, Didi. And thank you, everybody, for joining us today. And we will all see you again next Sunday on 16th April at the same time on the topic Living Without Regret. Okay, so now let's take Drishti from Didi for meditation.
चंदा कहे सूरज कहे या सितारा कहे बाबा तुमको, चंदा कहे सूरज कहे या सितारा कहे बाबा तुमको, ज्योतिर्बिंदु प्रकाश सिंधु हर ली जीवन के तुमको, चंदा कहे सूरज कहे या सितारा कहे बाबा तुमको। आए धरा पे किए उजाले हम तो हुए मतवाले, आए धरा पे किए उजाले हम तो हुए मतवाले, दिल में बसा के हमको बाबा पलकों पे अपने संभाले, पलकों पे अपने संभाले। दिल कहे धड़कन कहे या दिलाराम कहे बाबा तुमको, ज्ञान की खुशबू से संवारे कितना है ऊंच बनाया, ज्ञान की खुशबू से संवारे कितना है ऊंच बनाया, इस तन मन को स्नेह शक्ति से शीतल सा नूर बनाया, शीतल सा नूर बनाया। कहे, सागर कहे या अंबर कहे बाबा तुमको, ज्योतिर्बिंदु प्रकाश सिंधु हर ली जीवन के तुमको, चंदा कहे सूरज कहे या सितारा कहे बाबा तुमको, बाबा तुमको।
Om Shanti.